Yeah.
Hey, we're doing it again. Video. I'm Jason.
And I'm Jules.
And
we doing my Palikari. Oh, because we are doing filmography.
We're doing filmographies.
We
We got the long lost Keith video. My Palikari, also known as Silent Rebellion.
apparently primarily known as Silent Rebellion.
That's the only way it was released on VHS.
Yeah.
Because it's an American playhouse which ran on CBS for like 10 years.
Incorrect. PBS. 6 seasons.
I came across a Reddit thread where another guy had spent $96 for the VHS.
How do you know it wasn't me?
Were you on Reddit?
I'm always on Reddit.
Posting?
Yes, that's right. It was over $100 to get this VHS. Please don't tell my girlfriend I'm going to sell it now that we've done this episode. So, Julian?
Yeah.
We missed Keith Gordon?
Yeah.
We love Keith Gordon?
Yeah, boy. He's such a tender boy, you know?
A tender boy who grew up to be...
He's a little awkward with
Old.
the ladies, but there's some tender moments in there, reminiscent of, or I guess, sort of suggesting what we'll come across in single bars and single women.
One more. One more? Okay. Come on. We went all the way down with
You look much better.
All right.
Much better.
So we did as much of Keith's stuff as we could long ago.
Ages ago.
Oh boy, we did all the TV. We did as many movies as we could. There's still a few things out there that we can't get. I've tried to contact people to get them, and some of them I don't think exist any longer. But now we have My Palikari, Keith Gordon, and Telly Savalas. Julian, what kind of facts do you have for us here?
I have none. This movie, you know.
It's not really a movie, but kind of.
Yeah, I have absolutely nothing.
Well, it was filmed in between Dressed to Kill and Christine.
And filmed in Greece.
Are we going to just dive into it?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, wait. What do you say?
Oh, hey, hit me with that synopsis.
Oh, shit. I'm going to do just that. My Palikari. Greek immigrant. Peter Panikos. Telly. Tellis Savalas. Jeez, the wrong way of saying things makes me not able to say it the right way. Just like with the Brandon and Brendan Lee we're doing.
Yeah. Greek immigrant Peter Panakos, Telly Savalas, takes his son Chris Panakos, Keith Gordon, back to Greece to help him get in touch with his Greek heritage. Although it is initially Chris that is reluctant to go back to Greece, it turns out Peter is more at odds with the Greek way of life after spending so much time like a rich capitalist fat cat in Yonkers, even alienating his own family. Peter will do his best to come to terms with the old world he left behind as Palikari, while Chris eventually learns what it means to be someone's My Palikari.
That's pretty good.
Damn fucking right.
Yeah, that sounds like you watched the movie.
I did. It
All
kind of
right.
whizzed by.
For as excited as I was to watch this movie, it was hard. Mm-hmm. It was real hard.
I'm going to get this.
Yeah, are we going to do the shots? I'm drinking a 99 Tropical Punch. You, too, can buy a 12-pack of 99 for $9, and the people will say, oh, I drank these once. Ooh.
Mm-hmm. I have truly flavored vodka, strawberry lemonade flavored vodka. Ooh. Some sort of a strawberry lemonade flavored vodka,
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you still have that medical affliction where you can't shoot a shot?
Mm-hmm. Unless it's from my gun
Your love gun?
or my basketball. Bottoms up.
Yeah, hi. I had one of these last night when I was watching Reacher.
Oh,
Tasted like medicine.
did you finish it?
Yeah, we finished Reacher, so good.
Telly Savalas was the Palikari when he left Greece at like 12 or 14.
Did we ever figure out what a Palikari is?
Yeah, Palikari is basically like
A wolf killer.
Well, there's that, but it's typically a young man that is beyond his years and has already like established a legacy.
Okay.
kind of a thing, which is what he did, I guess.
Yeah.
Just by going to America.
What? I thought he established his legacy by killing the wolf.
I mean, he killed the wolf, yeah, but, you know, it was once he was in America that for 20 years that his legacy grew.
Do you think as he was on the boat, he's like, "Welcome into America"?
Uh-huh.
You know, he did the little dance, dude.
Yeah, I believe so.
And maybe he had hair at that point.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And when he goes on vacation over the pond, he goes, "London calling."
Yeah,
You know.
I think so.
So he's a success. He's a successful Greek restaurateur.
Yeah, it's
in
like
Yonkers.
a nice little restaurant. He says it's one of the best in the area.
Yeah, this guy reminds me of a guy I know in real life who really likes to interfere and make bold proclamations about sort of their own mythos.
Is he a real Greek motherfucker?
No, he is Ethiopian.
Oh,
No,
so no.
No, not at all.
Does he like olives?
Good question. I'd have to ask him
If he does, Greek.
by default. It's the only place in the world you can grow
Absolutely.
olives is in Greece,
Kalamata.
which is a region where one of the ladies is from. They mentioned later.
Yes.
So he's like, you know what? It's been a while since I've been back to Greece. I'm going to go there for like 3 months or something.
Hasn't it been like 35 years or something?
I think it's been like 20 some years.
He's in his 50s,
How old is
though.
Keith? Oh, is he?
Keith's like,
The actor or the character?
I don't know, but I mean, Telly Savalas is clearly in his 50s in this. Keith's like,
17? 16?
no, I think
character.
he's on the verge of going to college in this because they're talking about the baseball scout.
Okay.
I feel like he's
'cause he's got that
possibly
baseball
out of
bat,
school
right?
and is supposed to move on to the next thing now.
Because it seemed like he was like, I want to stay. And his dad's like, no. It's like, well, just stay if you're an adult.
Well, maybe he's not a shitter and he respects his dad.
Nah, that's his first mistake.
I'm really hoping we get some dad respect going in this house.
So they're like, all right, we're going to go, you know? And everybody's like, oh, Palikari, you the bomb. You know, we got this Buick. It's the bomb.
It's a nice Buick. I
Yeah.
would like to have that.
I didn't realize this was set in 1954 until he says it's 1954.
Don't they say 53?
Somewhere thereabouts. I mean, it's...
Okay.
And so him and Keith Gordon's like, well, I don't want to go, man. I'm a burgeoning baseball star.
And I got this like hot girlfriend. We walk around the block together.
And I got this rad fucking car. And nobody gets between me and Christine, man.
You know, he does say that.
He does, doesn't he?
Well, fuck you.
So he's like, all right, well, I'm going to go to Greece with you too, whatever. So they they take a boat over there. He puts the car on the boat.
You know why he's making us take a boat? Because he wants to bring his car over and show off what a big shot he is.
Where
So-
if he was really a big shot, he would have put it in a army jet and then backed out midair and parachute the car down like in Fast 8.
I mean, that would have been good too. Another possibility is taking the car apart piece by piece, stuffing all the pieces up your ass, and then once you get back over there, putting it back together. And that way you know the inside and the outside of your car really well, and it's been a part of you. And maybe the things that eventually happened wouldn't have happened had he gotten close to his car like that and put it together out of his asshole.
Talk about cargo.
No, but the car no-go.
Well, I gotta go. Ugh. So they get there and he got his car. Oh, fucking hey, be careful with the car. I paid $3,000 for it.
He's a real dickhead to the people working.
He's a real dickhead in general.
Yeah.
You know?
I wanted to defend him because he seems like he's got a good heart.
Yeah.
But no.
He's like one of those dudes who's not from somewhere, but like identifies with that place in like their soul.
Oh, yeah. Like you went to Ireland one time for a week 30 years ago, and you're like,
I've been to Paris. You know, I walk down like when I talk about California. That's what you're thinking?
yeah.
Yeah.
He does.
So
that.
they get to his house, his parents, mom's house. His dad's dead. She's been a grieving widow for the last 20 years or whatever.
His brother looks like he could be his dad.
I didn't know who that guy was at first. Yeah, but then I was like, oh, okay, they're brothers.
He just died 2 years ago.
I thought it was like his uncle, maybe.
5 years ago.
And so he's just like, you're the Palikari, you're the shit. And he goes, you're goddamn right.
The whole fucking town comes out like, he's back.
And immediately he's just like, oh, this place sucks. It's like Rodney Dangerfield.
Did you think that nobody was going to remember him or care about him? That's kind of what I thought was going to happen.
I guess I didn't realize how big of a deal he was going to be.
I also think it's just there's not a lot of action going on there.
That's true.
So it's like, oh, one of them came back.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Hey, fucking A, and he's been sending money home. They get back to the house. He goes, hey, I got to take a shit. Where's the can?
Like always, outside. Outside? You still have the outhouse? But I send you money for it.
You still poop in an outhouse?
I've been sending money. I thought you were no longer animals.
Well, there's bills. She goes, so-and-so died. Like.
Okay, so he says that a lot of the money went towards their mother's treatment.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, like, they own the house. What other bills are there?
Well, but she didn't seem sick. So she was sick and got better, or like...
Yeah, normally you get sick and you die.
Because she goes, you had to pay the bills when Mama got sick, or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. And so he's like, well, this is bullshit. Here's a present for everybody. And his, I guess, sister-in-law, she's just like, oh, dress.
She's already done with all this
Palikari
big
bullshit.
shot bullshit.
She keeps, looking at her husband.
Quit swinging your dick around. You're knocking things over.
Yeah, and Keith,
it was pretty good, right?
It was. Yeah. And Keith's like, I don't like it here, man. And he goes, well, tough shit, And so he goes on a walkabout.
Everything smells like mint.
Basically, he's just, I don't know. He has a fantasy of what Greece is, and every time he's met with like the reality, like when he runs into his brother working in the fields. What the hell are you still doing in the fields with the goats?
I mean, I come back after 35 years, and you are still breaking your back with the mules. That's what we do. But you don't have to do. There are machines for this.
Yes, in America.
I mean, he acts like he's going to buy them a fucking plow.
Yeah, or like an industrial something or other.
I think that sounds really expensive.
Yeah, and he goes, I'm not a rich man, but call me when you need money. It's like, maybe like $2,000, but
$2,000.
Talking about farm equipment, even in the 50s, I mean, we're looking at a decent amount of money.
I guess he did say his Buick was $3,000. That can't be right, is it?
Oh, yeah. Wow, no, that seems like a pricey Buick. Maybe that's the AC and the radio.
Maybe it's haunted. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's what you're paying the extra money for.
I kept thinking maybe he just got it used, but he's like puffing himself up.
I don't know. I think
it just falls apart immediately.
Well, I think he's beating it up, but I mean, it should not be a problem driving on. They are actual roads. He's not driving through like holy countryside.
Yeah, they're dirt roads, but they're roads.
Yeah,
I mean, shit. So he's just a stick in the mud, and his brother's with him. Keith runs into a young lady, quite attractive.
Mm-hmm. Nico says that he wants you to be next to him when he's married.
¿Qué?
Lene.
Ωραία, πολύ ωραία.
And he also says that he wants you to dance with me now.
Sorry. Got bad legs.
I can't dance anymore.
She's like, what?
I'm never gonna dance again. Hurt my foot and ain't got no rhythm.
I made it all up because I got a girlfriend, but you know what? I don't care.
Yeah.
Let's do some kissing.
Yeah, he kisses her good later.
Yeah.
So she goes, oh, okay, well, I guess I'll see you anyways or whatever.
Your singing's better than mine. I want everybody to know that I don't think that I outshone him. I want you to know.
So Telly, he catches wind of the shopkeeper.
I buy this one.
The guy that used to run the shop left for a few months mysteriously. Came back with a lady from Kalamata. What is it?
Oh, yeah, it is Kalamata. She's from the Kalamata region, yeah.
And then the guy dies, and everybody's like, it's weird. She just stayed and ran the shop. Like,
why wouldn't she?
She's supposed to be banished or some shit,
Get out of here. You don't fit in.
Too, it's like
I liked her.
I did too. The women are actually the best characters to some extent in this movie.
Yes.
Keith's up there though. So he's like, I smoke cigars and I'm from America. And she's like, ooh, me like that.
Yeah.
And I think she gives him some cigars later. Eventually they're just going to, no, he tries, they go to they're playing a movie, sort of a Humphrey Bogart film.
Yeah. And
This
Town
is 10 years
square?
old. Yeah. Guy calls the white lady in there a tramp or something.
They don't say slut?
I think he says she's a tramp. Or
Okay.
a hussy or something like that.
Whore.
Telly Max on her a little bit. She goes, "Oh no, I couldn't. I'm shunned." All right, well, I misread this. I'm just going to run away. She goes, "You don't have to leave." He's like, "What?" You know. And Keith starts macking on that chick. She kind of seems like a hippie. Eventually they're kissing. She's like, "Well, I don't want to get married now.
And I will never go to America, just so
too.
you know.
He goes, "Well, I like it here. I love it here." She goes, "Oh."
And the way it is here is, it's perfect.
Be still my beating heart, right? And this microphone stand.
Yeah, please.
And he goes, "Well, I could live here. I mean, I actually like it here, to be honest. You could fart anywhere,
You can.
And she's like, "Oh, word. Well, whatever. I'm going to leave, though." One more kiss. He goes, "Hell yeah."
And he starts squirting olive oil over his dick.
Yeah.
He's like, "Let's go."
She goes, "Oh, no. I don't do that."
No, I'm a Greek Orthodox.
She throws pita bread at him. Clean yourself
We
up.
could do it through a hole in the sheet.
Earlier, Telly tells that lady that he got started selling hot dogs. She goes, "Hot dogs?
No.
Greek word for sausage."
It's
She
a
goes,
sausage.
"Oh."
Made from dog.
I'm conflicted. And she gives him some cigars, but he's just like talking mad shit the whole time. Where's Dad's grave? Oh, this is poultry. That guy's a dipshit, and he's got a monument.
That guy used to throw rocks at us. And look at that monument right there.
I'm gonna go talk to the stone maker, and he goes, "Avi, this is gonna last 100 years. This stone, let it be."
Probably lasts longer than that, right?
Yeah.
Come on, more than 100 years.
Yeah, I mean
Made from stone.
the what do you call that?
Headstone?
Headstone itself, maybe not the lettering, but
Yeah.
that thing's
I
good
think,
to go.
no. Those letters last a while, man.
It looked like limestone, maybe. So, eventually it's the culmination of this movie is going to a wedding. And as Telly's driving in his Buick,
He fucking loads his whole stupid family into that Buick.
some old guy.
Yeah, who smokes a lot with
his
a
pipe.
kid who pisses on the tree
Who's
when
the
they get
kid?
out.
Yeah, he's like, "I'm going to barf." He goes, "Hey, roll up your windows. I'll give you some AC." And they go, "Oh."
Yeah, he makes them roll up the
He
windows.
turns on the radio, and it just goes right to like Greek radio.
I keep wanting to go, ba ba da da ba da da ba 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 ba. That's not Greek.
Now, you think he sat there when he got there in his Buick and was like trying to find the radio, the right channel, and like set the presets?
Do you think you would pick up a radio station in that village?
That's what I mean. I mean, I don't know.
I don't
Probably
think
not,
so.
unless there's a radio tower in that village.
I think
The next village is probably, even if it's only like 5 miles away, 10 miles. I mean, that's
gonna be
probably
in our-
not going to have a radio
no,
tower.
it's gonna be in our small one.
It's going to be coming from, what's a Greek big city?
My pose.
Can you guys let us know? 763-634-1897.
Yeah.
What do you know about radio stations in Greece in 1953? I'm gonna keep hitting every camera.
Yeah, that one
Looking
can't
over
even
there.
see you. That's the funniest part.
You can't see that one?
You can't, they can't see you, can it?
Oh, that's true.
Maybe your finger when you put it in front of me. Like that.
Fuck you! That's the Jules camera.
So Keith's like, "Man, I like it here." And Palikari's just like, "This place is a shithole.
This shit sucks, bro.
It's a shithole country, man.
What the fuck we doing here?
What the fuck?" And his brother's like, "You know what, Palikari? You're a bitch." And he just clocks him.
Yeah.
And Palikari takes it.
Well, what is it? What he's talking mad shit at the wedding. What is he talking shit about at the wedding?
All of a sudden, that old man preambles over. "Hey, remember me? Yeah, I remember you. You remember him? Yeah, I said I remember him." He gives him wine, and then the old man's like, "Hey, you know what? Can you spot me like $20? And he goes, "Oh, yeah, here you go." And he goes, "You tell this old man to come ask me for money?" And his brother's like, "What? No. What do you talking about? I'm fucking Palikari."
You live here as a child and you remember as a child. What we were is what we are, the same. And while you 10,000 miles away getting rich, we have Nazis here. We have civil war, brothers killing brothers. We have sickness, poverty. You know what is to be Greek? No, because you're not a Greek, you're American.
You expect me to feel sorry for you?
You're a bad Greek and a bad brother. You treat us like beggars. Palikari? You're a disgrace to us.
We also heard the story from the girl that Keith is into, where she's like, "You don't know about your dad?
Oh yeah, he killed that wolf.
There was a wolf that was killing the animals, and your father, he was just a little boy. He was 3 years old. He went over and he killed the wolf with his bare hands.
Oh no, with his naked hands.
Oh yeah." He goes, "Bear? You mean bare hands?" She's like, "He's not a bear. He's a Palikari."
Yeah, what the hell?
You Americans, so
This fucking
stupid.
guy over here.
This is my accent for everyone.
And he goes,
It's so stupid.
That really happened? She goes, yeah, I just told you it did.
Yeah, why you think your dad's a liar?
Right, like, you asshole. So the car, while they're driving to the wedding, first it overheats and it's just billowing smoke. Keith Gordon finds water he's like, it's a water thing over there.
Yeah, they got those water vases.
They're just everywhere.
Yeah, every 100
Puts
feet.
it in his canteen. They get, okay, we're good to go. And then they're driving, but people are getting nauseous because the windows are up and the AC's going and they're smoking.
Yeah, that motherfucker's smoking back there.
When he threw a cigar out, I was like, oh no, is that going to start a fire?
Yeah, it looks real dry.
I was like, this could be a thing. This is what happens. He starts a fire and they turn on him because it kills someone.
He erases their whole history.
But that doesn't happen. And then they get a flat tire, and then eventually the car's just like limping into the town.
I think it's got a flat.
Well, they fixed the flat,
But I think it's got a flat
it's got another
again
flat
when it rolls up.
Yeah, right. And it's like just all busted up and shit.
And they're rolling up on a street that has like enough room for a car
One
and a
car,
half.
yeah.
And they're the only assholes with cars. Everybody else is riding around on donkeys.
And they drive up on the sidewalk, so now they're blocking the sidewalk and most of the road because a donkey guy goes by him. And two guys come walking up like used American old cars.
Keep talking.
And this is going to be weird. And so they go to the wedding and they're dancing. They're doing that circle dancing. Oppa! And his mother's getting verklempt, so he sits her down. That's when the old man begs him for money. That's when he makes him suck his dick to get it. And that's when his brother punches him for being a bitch. And Keith Gordon's like, everybody goes, the record stops. And then the band slowly starts to play again. It's not a record. And everybody's like, okay, nothing's happening. Yeah. I remember it. And Palikari just gets the hell out of there. He gets back to town, and the shopkeep lady, she's all like, hey, Palikari, come in here.
She fucking smells him coming.
Yeah.
She's like, he's not making a bunch of noise or anything. She just like pops out when he's coming.
And if anything, he's just slinking around because he just got bitched.
She's just like staring out her window like a typical old lady, even though she's not an old lady.
Must be.
But like there's nothing to see. It's a village.
Except Palikari, I guess. And so she goes, hey, I got you some cigars, I think, maybe. And he goes, oh, cool, whatever. And she goes, what's wrong? And he goes, fuck this place. I'm leaving. She goes, well, what do you mean? He goes, we've been here for 3 weeks and it's just bullshit. And I'm leaving tomorrow. She goes, you're supposed to be here for another month or two. And he goes, nah, fuck that. She goes, take me with you, Palikari.
No.
I want to go to America.
I love you.
Everything's great in America.
Give me just one night, Palikari. No?
No, he goes, fuck that. Who loves you, baby?
Not me.
He slaps her.
He's a real fucking asshole. Why
is.
can't he love her? She's beautiful. She
Yeah.
understands him. She is down to be like the best wife ever.
Because this is where the movie completely falls apart for me.
I found this part to be, this is where the movie kind of takes off a little bit.
It falls apart for me because, yeah, for one, okay, you're running away, but this woman loves you.
Amalia, I can't take you with me.
You're my only hope. You're the only one who cares for me, who understands me. Please, please don't leave me here alone.
But I can't.
And you were fucking greasing the wheels with her.
Yeah, and who else?
Revving up her motor.
You fucking.
And you're the only one who could love her because you're not from the village.
No.
But now he's just like, I'm leaving tomorrow. I don't give a fuck.
She's vermin to the rest of the people of the village.
She needs Palikari to, like, legitimize her, you know?
Yeah.
And she goes, take me with you, Palikari. And he goes, nah, I'm going to leave. And she goes, well, just stay with me for the night. And he goes, yeah, okay. And he just starts kissing her and hugging her.
Wait. No, I don't think he does stay with her for the night.
Do we see him leave? Because I think all we see next is he's in this car the next day or a day after, and the donkey's pulling it.
Yeah.
And then it breaks down some more. And then Keith Gordon rolls up on him. Hey, Dad, what's up, man? And he goes, yeah, this place. We're leaving, though.
What? When?
Like tomorrow.
What?
Because your brother punked you? Why didn't you punch him back? He goes, I couldn't shame him like that.
No, that would bring great shame to my family because he's the older brother.
Yep. You think it's bad for that shopkeeper? Well, you see what they do to him.
Yeah.
And he goes, well, fuck, dude. I want to boink this chick, and I'm kind of catching my stride.
But let me go into a little more detail. Did you see Candyman 2 Farewell to the Flesh?
No, but I saw Candyman 3.
They're going to cover him in honey.
Yeah.
Okay.
And stick a hook in him. And he goes, well, all right, Pops, you want to leave, Papa? Then I guess we're going to have to leave.
He doesn't put up enough of a fuss,
much to my chagrin. Yeah, and that's why I'm like, oh, he must be a teenager, because
no.
Otherwise,
I mean, he is a teenager, but not a baby teenager.
Yeah, otherwise I think he would just be like, well, I'm staying. Or his dad would even just be like, you like it here? All right, stay. I mean, you don't have to come with me. Mm-hmm. He's got a lady back in Yonkers that he promised to return to, even though he's like, don't box me in, baby.
Do you think he's just going to go right back into that relationship like nothing happened?
Probably.
I mean, that would be the move.
It's going to fall apart, and then you'll move on.
But he loves this Greek girl.
Palikari?
Keith Gordon.
No. Palikari's got an old lady waiting for him.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, she's at the restaurant.
Oh, is that why he's not bringing that lady back?
Maybe, because
bring that lady back.
Because she goes, oh, don't forget about me. He goes, hey, it's Greece. Women don't roll like that. She goes, it's been a while since you've been away. And he goes, well, I think he basically says, like, I can't promise or whatever. He doesn't actually say it.
It only works 10% of the time. If she gets it on the right day.
So they are in the town square then, and, they're saying their goodbyes.
And they're doing that thing where they all take numbers for the lottery, and then Keith Gordon finds out that he got the winning number, and they all stone him.
Sure.
And he dies.
And then they're like, okay, but you should go, Palikari, talk to your brother.
Yeah, his mom says that to him. Please, you are brothers. Family is most important.
Giuseppe, prego. And so he goes, hey, man, I'm sorry. He goes, it's all right.
I didn't know you knew Greek.
Water under the bridge. I was learning it.
Yeah.
And so they hug and they're cool. So this is at the point where I'm like, well, then why is he running away? Because he looks over and he sees the lady.
She's fucking crying in the
weeping.
shop. It's waving? Is she waving?
No, she's just like, and he goes, later, baby. And Keith's got his lady. She goes, right to me. And then she hugs and kisses him and she goes, my Palikari. So Keith's Palikari now.
He didn't do anything.
Didn't he, though?
No.
Yeah, he didn't do anything. And they get into the car, but no, Keith goes,
What?
Give me a kiss.
and then he kisses him a little bit on his head.
Yeah, because Telly Savalas is complaining the whole time that his son won't dance with him or kiss him.
Right.
Because, he's American, and he's like, I am not going to kiss or dance with my father. You are not my lover.
I'm a grown man.
And his dad's like, this is how we do things in Greece.
Yep. And, the movie abruptly ends.
It's a nice... it's a nice ending that Keith and Telly are doing well. Mm-hmm. That shit with the lady is heartbreaking. Yeah, I hate it.
I feel like they could have cut down on the middle half of the movie. Like he gets there, they do a little bit of a thing, meets the lady, and then that slowly becomes a thing. And then they have to part.
This movie is dull as fuck.
Yeah.
In the reviews, there's like not very many on IMDb, but this guy's like, now some people might get excited. This is kind of a holy grail. You can't find it except for in this rare VHS release, and you might get your expectations up and watch it and find that it is nothing. I found it in a thrift store. I enjoyed it. The story is not great. The actors deliver far more than they need to, which I think is correct. I think Keith is great. Telly is a dickhead, but I think he's actually
super
really
magnetic.
He's good, yeah.
He's fantastic. I just wish, they would have used it to his strength.
Why couldn't there be like more story? It was so.
And I actually bought Keith as his kid.
Keith has almost no dialogue in this movie till quite a ways in.
Yeah, I wish we would have spent more time with him and his, youthful, blossoming romance.
He's like solid and moping around and kind of like aw shucks kicking his feet all the time.
We see him doing really nothing of importance. He's just got a baseball bat in a field.
Yeah.
And he should have been, I don't know, skateboarding in the town square or something.
It's not too
hanging out at the record shop,
Yeah.
He does mention records, though.
Okay.
To her. So they do have those back then.
Sure.
And, yeah, man.
I liked Keith in this. I wish there was more. This is a letdown.
Yeah.
It's my own fault for being excited about it.
He was kind of in it more than I expected once I saw the movie.
But, he's not doing anything. He gets no dialogue.
Nobody's doing anything.
You almost feel like it's going to be a Keith Gordon, Telly Savalas movie. But it's 90% Telly Savalas.
Like, when they're at the wedding, I'm like, oh, yeah, there was a wedding they talked about earlier. Oh, this is the end of the movie?
Yeah.
That's weird.
It's all right.
It feels like a more contemporary road movie. How there's really nothing going on in some of those movies.
Oh, yeah, but then they lean on character more. And this one...
Yeah, a little bit.
It's pretty cookie-cuttery.
Yeah, I suppose.
I don't know. I don't know what to say about it.
What would you give the movie, though?
Keith, I love you.
Yeah, he does.
I did this. It's my fault you're on this podcast.
Yeah.
The movie, I don't know. 5? It's not. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not bad. 6 would be like I liked it. I didn't really like it. I had a hard time getting through it. I had to keep setting down my phone so I wouldn't fuck around with it.
Oh yeah, the first 30 minutes I was actually just doing work.
Yeah.
And listening to it.
That's totally
with
fair.
it propped up in front of my monitor.
I am here to assure you that you did not fuck yourself out of enjoying a robust, amazing story.
Mm-hmm.
You did the right thing.
Yeah.
You treated it like a podcast.
I'd give the movie a 5 too. Yeah.
It's not a piece of shit.
No, it's fine.
It's not a bad movie.
Music's fine.
It's not very exciting.
It's nice seeing those people. It's interesting being in Greece and whatever. But
and Keith is nice.
Mm-hmm.
What do you give Keith?
I'm going to give him a 7.
Yes, 7. I like 7 also.
763-634-1897.
Keith, are you going to call us? Hey, Keith, we don't make video episodes for the movies.
No.
We specifically did this.
You see that?
Because we like you. Mm-hmm. You were our second run. Mm-hmm. And I said, Julian, I spent so much money on this fucking VHS.
And here's the thing. When the run started, I was just like poo-pooing Keith Gordon. Left
you were
right.
like, are you serious? That guy from Back to School?
Who is this guy? Yeah, right?
He's Keith fucking Gordon.
And, once we got around to The Legend of Billie Jean, I'm like, boy, feeling this guy a little bit.
Yeah.
And here we are finishing it up.
I know that you're on everybody's podcast but ours because we didn't ask you.
Yeah.
But if you go ahead and give us a call at 763-624-1897, what do we want from Keith? We want to know why he did Billie Jean.
Yep.
How he ended up doing these weird movies that he doesn't seem interested in. Mm-hmm. Why are you in Back to School? Why did you show up in Delivering Milo? Just money to make things? How can I get Hog's Heaven?
Yeah.
Is it worth watching all of Wild Palms just to see you as Wilder Zone Bum? Because I have it, but I don't want to watch it.
Yeah, that'd be a rough one.
What any other? Keith, I think this is goodbye unless we find Hog's Heaven or The Player or that movie you were in with the old man before this, or we get desperate and watch Medical Center.
Or maybe something new that you direct, you're in it.
Yeah, could you be in some more things? We talk about that. Sometimes he'll be like, who I'd like to see in this role?
Keith, I do say that.
Yeah, Keith Gordon.
I Love Trouble, man. It's like you really brought that movie to life. And then it died on the table.
So stupid how excited we were about that 10 seconds of Keith in there.
Yeah.
All right. That's it. Go ahead and find us on the Instagram, Reddit, Facebook, YouTube. We doing filmographies. We're on Twitter. We don't really post on there. Same thing. You can email us at
we doing filmographies at gmail.com.
You heard about the phone number, right? Did you also know it's a texting number? 763-634-1897.
It could also be a sexting number.
Okay. Whatever you want to do.
Oh, and I think there's a ladybug on that cable.
Yeah.
Review us on Apple
Oh yeah, what the fuck?
Podcast.
Could people please just
Papple?
review us
What do they
on
call
Apple Podcasts?
Padcast.
Papple Dapple.
Yeah. Give us a good rating and leave a recommendation for a movie to watch.
Yeah, we'll cover it.
See, you saw that Drop Dead Fred? That was one of those.
Thanks, Mandy. Yeah, I guess.
Oh, and nowplaynetwork.net.
Do they have ladybugs for sale there? Can you
They
buy
do.
bulk ladybugs, 1,500 ladybugs for $4.99? Yeah, I guess this probably is coming out after Brandon Lee. Do you know that Billy Crudup is next?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Again? They're going to be like, I thought we already did that. Nope.
14 through 23.
Yep. One word. Dedication.
I got 2 words for you. Well, big fish. I've been Jason.
I've been Jules.
Night.